Chiefs and residents of Narhman, a town in the Kwabenya constituency, say poor roads are hindering development of the area. They say the poor roads are contributing to robbery attacks in that community. This has also caused inconveniences for drivers there, especially financially, as they spend a lot on car repairs. PSC Nanaya Osafo was there for this edition of the Joy News agenda, focusing on poor roads.
Narhman is a town in the Ga East Municipal District, sandwiched between Hacho, Agboba, and Ashongman. It also falls within the constituency of Kwabenya. Potholes in the roads are a common trend here. Residents tell me it has gone on for far too long.
We use our motor normally when people sick, or even the pregnant people when they sick. We use our motor, carry them to the roadside before they board a car to their destination. Evening times like this, you can see normally sometimes armed robbers used to take that opportunity and rob around because there is no lights around. The roads too are not good.
No street light, nothing is going on. So now we are suffering, and we are helping the market men, the market women. We are helping them. So the way we are here, because how the road is, we are suffering. And the road is very bad, and they're spoiling our cars. That's the place we don't have anything. That's the place we are working and doing, and then helping our wives and then our children. So how the road is, if they didn't come and help us, we don't know what to do. So please, they shouldn't come. We will no vote. If they didn't do that road for us, no road, no vote.
So Owusu is a driver here, as he earlier intimated. He is saying the roads are in very poor condition. It's affecting their services as taxi drivers over here. And what pains him most is the fact that police service and security personnel also take note, or in fact inspect the roadworthiness of vehicles with the accompanying cash that comes with it, while the road itself is not worthy in its own words. I'm in a different area of Narhman, and just so you get a clearer picture of the situation here, this is an area in Narhman, or the part of Narhman, that has huge economic activity going on. To my left, there are several stores which are operated by individuals to make their daily wages. To my right also, and the very venture which I'm standing before, is a concrete block making venture where several men are working to make their daily wages. There are also several blocks here. That means they've been doing business. But one other thing about this place, just to show how habitable the place is that there is also a signboard and a church facility here. That means that individuals throng in on Sundays or Saturdays to worship. This same stretch of road has been declared a no-go zone by many of the drivers here. There are too many potholes, and as such, they do not come here at all. I count at least 1, 2, 3, 4, and even 5 giant-sized potholes, small ponds on their own, filled with mud. As such, commuters, from motor drivers to vehicle operators, find it very hard to navigate the terrain right here. Many residents who spoke to Joy News had no idea what the name of their local assemblyman was. Chief of the Narhman traditional area, David Ninot, joined calls to draw government attention to the roads.
We are pleading to the government and those who are on authorities that they should come to our aid when we call upon them.
It is yet to be known when the roads here are slated for construction. Residents can only hope that it does come soon.
Well, Joy News correspondent Joseph Opoku-Gakpo caught up with the Deputy Minister for Roads and Transport, Anthony Kabo, who admits to seeing the story aired earlier. He says active works are ongoing and asks for patience from the residents. He could, however, offer no timelines for completion of work.
We did a story recently from Kwabenya And the major complaint, as we all know,
I had the report. I had the report that you made on Dome Kwabenya,
and the people are worried. And this problem has been outstanding for God knows how many.
Don't forget that the Dome Road is also connected to the Dome Ketasi Road, which is an exit route for us. And that road is currently under studies. We have gone through the loan agreement in this house, the Saudi fund, which is going to be dedicated to constructing that road. And so, as we speak, currently there's some works going on within the Dome community. I'm sure you would admit that some major road works have gone on in the area. And I think that the people of Dome must be patient. This is the one government that is paying attention to addressing the road conditions in Ashomang, the road conditions in Dome, in Pelatu, and in all those sprawling. I mean, I can't tell because, you know, I know the work is ongoing and I know that the contractor is doing his possible best, but all these roads cannot be constructed at the same time. We need to prioritize, and in prioritizing it, others will come first, others will come second. And so when I listened to your report, I actually made a follow-up. I checked and I was told that this particular road is part of the general road works within the Dome Kwabenya, but the contractor is currently starting from somewhere and eventually will get there.
Were you given any timelines on when, for example,
Well, it's difficult. We're in the rainy season at the moment, you know, and once it begins to rain like this, most construction sites, most workers on the construction, the contractors will not want to go in and do some works, and later on they get destroyed by rains and all of that. So I think that people and the commuters and communities where they have deplorable roads must continue to be patient. We will try as much as to come to bring those roads up so that they can be used in a short term, but in the long term, the plan is to ensure that we deal with all these roads as a component. And you will see that in the last few days, Parliament has been very busy with all the financing agreements to ensure that these roads can start in earnest. And so we're on course. And I think it's a tough job, but we're on course.